Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I got a lot of gun stuff to talk to you guys about, coming to you from the garage. Well, yesterday I talked about upgrading a rifle that I own, my Henry X Series 357 Magnum, and got home from work today and got it done. And let me show you the end product here. So here it is. And yes, I thought I had the perfect suppressor for this. This is the Silencer Co. Hybrid 46. I put on a 9mm end cap on it. I already had the mount that would fit this rifle. There's that Ranger, was it the Ranger Point Precision handguard and the buttstock. I put on the M-LOK accessory plate and the quiver. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy their sling mount, which will probably go on this side, and I'm going to get the cheek riser. And somebody said in my last video that you probably need the cheek riser, and yeah, I really do. I got it adjusted where I guess it's okay, but I wish I had just a little bit more height on it. So yeah, so take a look at that. This thing is pretty darn awesome. See if I can get it in the right light there for you. But yeah, my suppressor is flat dark earth. All this is looking great. This is one awesome lever action gun. So really happy with how this thing turned out. So I just got to get those couple of other things, and I think this thing is ready for the range. Yeah, that thing is awesome, especially with that suppressor. So it's the perfect suppressor for it, being that hybrid 46. It can take rifle rounds, pistol rounds. So I know it can definitely take 357 Magnum. It's a little bit on the heavy side, but it's really durable. So, and of course, it's the right color. So that is how that turned out. So now let's talk about some upcoming projects. I was able to meet with my friend D today. He's been traveling and doing a lot of vacationing, shall we say. So I got the last batch of firearms reviewed, cleaned up, sent back to him. I got most of those ready to be released in the future on the main channel. And he had two awesome guns for me to check out this time. So I want to show you guys those and see what you guys think. The first one I'm really excited about because you guys know I love B&T. Well, guess what I got? A KH9 Covert. So this is the one with the folding pistol grip and the folding mag well. And what's really cool is that it comes with a flat dark earth B&T magazine. I'm used to seeing these things being clear. That's really cool that they made them in this color. I kind of like to pick a few of these things up. Now, the main issue we're going to have with this, and I know some people are going to say it might take away from the review, and I totally get it, is because this thing really is designed as a SBR subgun. We do not have a stock. D has not SBR'd this yet. He literally just got it and hasn't fired it yet. It did come with the Aimpoint Acro, which is also in flat dark earth. But because he's lending it to me, and due to our silly laws here in the United States, we have to keep it a pistol for me to review it. So I might try it again with like a single point sling or something, hold it out. I might just hold it like this. But I can review the function of the gun, the features of the gun, how it works as is. Of course, I wish it had a stock on it. Now, I have a KH9 SD. And I was thinking, well, maybe I could put a lower, whatever, my SBR, but then I realized that when it comes to B&T, the upper receivers are the registered part. So, and I don't even know if you can take off I guess you could take off the lower. But anyway, the upper receiver is the registered part. So I can't put on my SBR or a stock for my SBR or a lower to make it what it is. It just has to be this. So yeah, this thing is really cool. I don't know how many they made. This is a version of this gun that I really, really would like to have. They're just really expensive. Beautiful, beautiful gun. I think this might be Carl Brugger's favorite gun. After all, it is kind of named after him. I think the KH stands for Carl's, whatever the word is for over there, for like project or something. But anyway, really, really cool gun. Top charging. Oh man, this thing is pretty awesome. So there you go, a KH9 Covert. And then the other gun we have is from JP Enterprises. And this might be the fanciest AR-9 I have ever seen in my entire life. Take a look at this thing. Yeah, so it is an AR-15 chambered in 9mm. A lot of interesting features on it. I'm assuming it takes Glock mags, not the Colt style, because the magwell looks, let's see here. Yeah, the magwell is bent to the side. Does not have a dust cover, which surprises me. But man, the machining on this is top notch. So it's JP Enterprises. It's made in Minnesota. The model is the GMR-15, caliber 9mm. And it has humongous controls on it. Take a look at that. I like the accents in red. And on this side, what's really interesting is it has, well, you have both a standard charging handle up here, but you also have a side charger. That's kind of awkward to do from this side. But yeah, so you have a side charger on this thing. There it is right there. Look at that. That thing is like the best of both worlds, and it's gigantic as well. And something else that's interesting about this is it has what I guess would be like a heat sink around the barrel. So you can see in that handguard, it has a heat sink. So it's also red. It has lots of fins in there. So normally 9mm doesn't require anything to mitigate the heat because it doesn't get that hot, but they added that, and there's a lot of machining that goes into that. Now the barrel on this, I'm not sure what the length is, but I do know this muzzle brake is pin and welded to make it 16 inches. So this thing is pretty darn cool. This thing might be the most tricked out AR-9 I have ever seen. Man, the machining on this thing is beautiful. I mean, so much time went into this thing. Now, the thing about this, though, that I'm really surprised because I spent so much time on it is that it appears to be, I have to take it apart to double check, but I believe it is just direct blowback. Yeah, just direct blowback. And you can even hear that bolt hit the receiver extension, or the barrel extension, as it goes back in the battery. So, yeah, I kind of like these 9mm subguns to have a locking system of some type. But man, this thing is pretty sweet. And this thing is also unfired as it sits. So he recently picked these up. He also told me this is the Gen 1. I guess they now have a Gen 2 version of this, which he's also going to buy. So hopefully when he gets that, I'll be able to compare the two. But this is the Gen 1. And I don't know. I was unaware of this. And this thing is pretty darn sweet. And take a look at that compensator up there. Now, normally I don't like compensators, but on a 9mm subgun like this, rifle, they're perfectly fine. I mean, you're not going to really need it anyway, but man, you got 3 chambers of compensation, and it shouldn't add a lot of concussion to the report of the weapon because it's only 9mm. This thing is super light. Man, this thing is like tricked out like crazy. I wonder what the trigger pull is like. Oh, that thing is super light. Wow. Yeah, that thing is going to be pretty sweet to shoot. So anyway, that's what I got. I got the B&T KH9 Covert, that JP Enterprises 9mm, and I got this bad boy all set up. Well, almost. Just need those 2 parts. So what do you guys think? A little gun talk, showing off what I got on the workbench tonight, which is an absolute mess because I just got done upgrading this thing. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below, and which of these guns is your favorite, and which one would you like to see me review first. So, as always, thanks for watching.